Well, hello everyone, Calvin here, and today I am bringing you a game of Black Ops Team Deathmatch on Havana. And yes, I just completely ripped off CNanners, but I've been wanting to do that for a long time. I watched him play on the Machinima live stream for about an hour, hour and a half at work today, and even when that guy gets angry, and even when he doesn't play well, he plays better than just about everybody I've ever seen, which is kind of disturbing. I mean, he's certainly not what I would classify as aggressive or and he rarely ever rushes, but he's so efficient and so good at what he does that it's kind of disturbing in a way. Anyways, we're playing on Havana, which is one of my least favorite maps, and there you see the caliber of opponent I'm playing against. That was one of the luckiest kills I've ever had, and so is this one. And this is a very short gameplay. I just wanted to bring you guys another one before the end of the week. I know I promised you more frequent updates, so I am going to try to stick to my 3 games a week update. At this point, I already have about 30 gameplays, so I am good until nearly the new year if I stop right now. So I shouldn't have any trouble getting out the content. It's just a matter of sitting down and recording these commentaries. And I keep telling you guys I have a lot of plans, a series that I want to do, and I really am going to do them. Just for the sake of argument, let's talk about this match. I am using the FAL, which is a semi-automatic assault rifle. Very, very powerful, 50 damage, close range, 40 damage, long range. It's got a very fast rate of fire. No, I don't have a modded controller. I'm not even really that fast on the trigger. And I want to say sleight of hand, hardline, and hacker pro, since that's pretty much all that I was using at this time. I was using the motion sensor as well, if you guys notice, which is a really, really handy tool and can come in more effective than a claymore if you use it properly. I was actually using it right there to finish my hacker pro challenge, which requires 25 kills inside the motion sensor. God, my aim is awful. Excuse me, not hacker. Well, Hacker Pro is very useful as well, but that motion sensor, if you put it in the right spot and you play defensively, it can be a lot more useful than the Claymore, which is going to get you 1 kill and then kind of leave you high and dry. It's just a matter of placing it properly. See how good these kids were? So let me take the next 3 minutes to tell you a very little bit about what I'm really liking about Black Ops so far, and then in a couple days I'll make a video and tell you the things that I'm really not liking about Black Ops so far. Let me have a quick sip of water. It is 2:30 in the morning. I have slept for 4 hours the last 4 nights, mainly staying up and playing Black Ops, and it's got to stop. So the second this is done, I'm going to bed. Anyways, what I like so far. The game is just immaculately balanced. There has never been a Call of Duty that's had this much weapon balance. In Call of Duty 4, there were 2 clearly superior weapons, the M16, the AK-47, and to some extent the AK-74 and MP5 in the submachine gun class. In World at War, there was one very, very dominant weapon. It was the MP40. It was so dominant it pretty much broke the game. And the fact that Treyarch never patched it is still kind of mind-boggling. In Modern Warfare 2, there were almost too many overpowered weapons to name, but the ACR, FAMAS, and SCAR were just absurdly good weapons. The UMP-45 as well, 2 bullets from almost anywhere on the map. There is no gun like that in this game. The FAL and the M14 will kill in 2 to 3 bullets, 2 usually. So they're very, very powerful, but they're semi-automatic. There's a trade-off there. They're pretty much useless at close range, and I have no idea why I'm standing in this corner at this point, by the way. Amongst the assault rifles, I think a ton of it is just going to come down to personal preference. I love the FAMAS. I love the Galil. I'm a huge fan of the AK-47, the Commando, whereas I tend to stay away from the AUG. I don't have much use for the Enfield. Obviously, I love the M16. That's just a standard. I mean, how do you not like the M16? So there's a huge number of weapons in this game. I mean, there's like 10 submachine guns alone. Frankly, I'm only really fond of about 3 of them, but they're all very, very well balanced and have their pros and cons. Speaking of God, how did I just die there while launching a Valkyrie missile and not getting a kill? Anyways, speaking of balance, the maps are, for the most part, really exquisite. They don't, pretty much none of the maps favor A or C too heavily. There's a couple maps where it gets kind of bad. On Crisis, the A flag is pretty bad. Where else? On Summit, the A flag on Summit is really hard to hold that terrible middle building. But overall, the maps are really well designed, especially for domination, headquarters, demolition, and things like that. For TDM, I mean, they're well balanced, but they have so many rooms and so many nooks and crannies that they tend to encourage people to camp a little bit. But like I said, complaints are for the next video. Other things I like about the game, it's kind of shallow. The graphics, they're fantastic. This is a modified World at War engine, but they've pulled enough of the Modern Warfare 2 look in. Watch this Ferrari. Oh, the Ferrari doesn't get me. They've pulled enough of that Modern Warfare 2 look in to make this a very, very attractive game. What else? The perks. This game has by far the best perk selection of any Call of Duty. There is no doubt in my mind that taking away Stopping Power and Juggernaut was the single best decision anybody has ever made for the Call of Duty franchise. It makes every single perk tier relevant again, and it makes every single perk tier actually make you make tough decisions. I mean, the first tier alone, you have to decide between Ghost, Scavenger, Lightweight, Hardline Pro, my favorite. The second tier, you've got Steady Aim, you've got Sleight of Hand, you've got Warlord. The third tier, once they fix the sound, you're going to have Ninja Pro, you're going to have Hacker Pro, which is tremendously useful in this game, and you've got Marathon. There's 3 viable perks for almost every build in each tier, and that's just incredible. This match was 32-4, so pretty good round of team deathmatch, and I am absolutely loving this game. I'm not sure if I'm going to prestige anymore past first prestige. I'm level 50 first prestige now, so we'll have to see. Maybe I'll get you guys to tell me what you want me to do. So have a great night.